Right, you lot. So we did a show me and tell me myself with my car, and that tyre looks a bit worn out. Back tyres aren't too bad on our cars. EV, your front tread doesn't last very long, but the back is normally okay. Now when you're buying an EV tyre, you've got to make sure that it's an extra load. You go with the manufacturer specification. So mine, the front one's okay. The front one's, I think they're about 4 mil at the moment. They've got a tread wear indicator about there, so it'll tell you what your tread is. Now on the back, I think I'm almost at the legal tread depth now, so I think it's 1.6 I'm at the moment. So what I've done, I've come to a local place. I've been buying my tyres here for, I think where my dad used to buy them over here. So we're over here at Master Tyres, and they look after me, man. They're good people. So I've come here to get my tyres done. I need one at the moment. Usually change them in pairs, but I got the last one changed because of a puncture. On my previous video, you'll see one of my pupils drove into a 2-inch sort of nail. Unfortunately, as he did, we had a problem with the car. So anyway, we're going to have a look at this tyre, and I think the tyre's a bit... is it at legal limit?
Just legal. Change
it, just get rid of it, yeah. And the thing is, guys, I've got a couple of driving tests coming up, so what we couldn't do was live on... the thing is, it's here and there. We're not sure whether it's above or below. So what I've done anyway, while he's doing that, I'm having a look at my discs here. So that's the disc there. That's your brake pads. And if you look there, you can see over here where my finger is there, that's how much brake pad I've got left. So it's almost, literally, it's almost new. You can see there, that little bit there, that's touching the disc there, and that tells you how much I've got there. And also if you run your finger here, it tells you if you've got a little lip, something that you can kind of scratch, then that means your discs are warped or they're faulty. Sometimes, you know, when you're driving a car and you hear this painful noise, like a screeching noise, usually like a nail, not a nail, a stone that's got stuck between this disc protector and your car. Anyway, that looks clean, looks good, looks in good nick. I'm happy with that. I've had a good observation there. So now we're going to go inside and we're going to have a look. So this tyre, you'll see got plenty of tread over there. The tread wear indicator is there. So that thing there, you can see, tells you, you can just about see it there. It shows you I've got about 4 mil tread on there. So because it's an EV, it uses a lot of power, especially the front wheels. And because it uses a lot of power, it wears the tread off. So that's my new tyre. And you can see the tread wear indicator there. So that thing there tells you that your tyre will need changing. So you've got to have at least 3 of these that are not showing. Usually if that side is wore out or that side, it means your tracking is off or you're taking corners too hard or too fast. So you'll see there's plenty of grip on that tyre. On this one, there's nothing there. It's just literally on the legal limit there. Legal limit, it's fine, meaning it's barely legal. And to be honest, it's a wet season and it's best to be safe than sorry. So what he's doing now is changing a tyre. So when you're buying a tyre, they'll charge you for the tyre and disposing of the tyre. That's normally included in the price. It's usually a £5 that they kind of put on top, and that's to change the tyre and bin the old sort of tyre. The old tyre usually is shipped off to, it's either recycled or it goes to a third world country like Pakistan or Africa. Each country has its own standard for tread. I think Germany's 2, the UK is 1.6. Now that black thing that you can see there, that's my TMPS sensor. So when my tyre pressure is low, that'll tell you, that's linked to my ECU, and it'll tell you if your tyre pressure is low. If you're going to go to a place, make sure that they don't damage that. They're very expensive to replace. Giving my pupils a little talk through so they understand what I'm doing here, because they're going to have punches and they need to understand what they're doing. So what he's doing now is cleaning the wheel. So he's cleaning the adhesive that you have between the tyre and the alloy, so that creates a watertight seal. So what he's done, he's cleaned it. So he's now going to pull the sticker off there, stick the tyre on here, and then pump it up to the approved sort of temperature, air pressure, which on mine is 36 psi. Yeah. For my lads on, for my pupils and on my YouTube channel. I'm a TikTok. I'm a TikTok as well. I'm on TikTok as well.
Well, get his face in it. Everybody.
He's doing a marvellous job. I'm not exactly pretty, but they come at me because I can do my job. Not saying you're not pretty. And this, what he's doing now, he's pushing this wheel on here. So what this will do now is this will go on one side, and now the machine is removed, and then what it'll do, it'll put the tyre pressure in. Can you put up to 36? And that you can feel on my finger there, and that's what they call a rim protector. It's built in on some tyres, and some tyres, some people install them alloy wheels. And that's a new wheel, a new tyre for me. So the old one, gone now, it's over here, isn't it? Is this one here. And you can see it's barely, and you can see the little lip there. That there meets this bit of the tyre. That's telling you it's literally on the limit there. You can see it there. And that one's got a lot more in there. If you look inside the tyre, you'll see, I was very lucky. I believe this tyre, I didn't have any punctures on this one. And you can see inside the tyre that I didn't have any. Oh yeah, I like to tell more people everything. And the thing is, they need to know, especially if you've never bought a car before. And when they come...
Is it a TikTok video?
You'll see it on TikTok later on, inshallah, yeah. So now what he's doing, he's balancing the wheel. So you know when you're driving your car and you're going above 70 and the wheel starts vibrating, or your steering wheel, it's because your balancing is out. And that means you're hitting a pothole very, very fast. Or you've not got enough tyre pressure in. It's usually because it needs balancing. So now what happens is, he's going to balance the wheel. So he'll stick it on there. He's working out the circumference, I believe. I'm making that up, I have no idea. You can talk me through what we're doing at the moment so these guys understand what you're doing. So are you removing the old weights off the wheel?
Old weights and put new weights on.
So they're removing the old weights, and then he's going to run it, and then that thing will count to whatever, and then them are the weights that he's going to have to stick on my wheel. So you can see all the old weights falling off now. And now he's going to spin it, and then it'll come up with some numbers. If it comes up with 0, 0, then my pupils are the best in the world. But then it's showing, is it 15?
Yeah.
So you keep moving the wheel until that, when it zeros. And then he's marking it. And that's where the 15 gram weight goes on. And that's a new weight, and they're self-adhesive on most of it, and they go on the inside of the wheel. On the old wheels, you used to stick them on the outside and hammer them on. So now he's going to spin it, and hopefully it should come up with a 0. There we are, and it's come up with a 0. And because it's come up with a 0, it means it doesn't need any more balancing or changing or anything, so it's fine. So all he needed was a slight weight on there. Turn this way a little bit. And that's the wheel going back on now. So what he's doing is lining up the tread, stick the wheel on, and then he's done. And the last one, you'll see that it's a funny shape, and that's a locking wheel nut. Don't really need them now. The car's not exactly but people used to steal alloys, and with the locking wheel nut, but it's not impossible, it puts them off. And there we are, guys. That's a wheel put on, and that's done in a grand total of 10 minutes. Mashallah, good on it. It was a good pit stop. And what it does is, when I go for a driving test, they're not going to whinge. I hope Bradford Council over there, you know, the people that get excited with tickets. Jazakallah. I'll come inside in a second. I'll pay you. I haven't paid you. Grab that. Done, yeah, it's done, yeah. Right, guys, so now, thank you very much for watching. So we're over here. And I didn't get my taxi discount. Well, I'm not a taxi driver, am I? So now I'm going to go inside and pay the young man. And we're done. So thank you very much for watching. And if you've got any queries or questions, you know where we are. Thank you for watching.